Did you know that cyclones can unleash winds faster than a Formula One car? Ever wondered what's the secret about cyclones? Why do they happen? Over the last century, our planet has witnessed the fury of nature in its most terrifying form, cyclones. These swirling tempests have carved paths of destruction across continents, leaving behind devastation and despair. From the Bay of Bengal to the Gulf of Mexico, these giant swirls of power have ranged from 100 to 2,000 kilometers in diameter and can have wind speeds from 30 to 90 meters per second, leading to massive catastrophes. Entire communities have been reduced to rubble, livelihoods extinguished in an instant. Hi friends, welcome to another new episode on your favorite channel. Today, we will journey into the heart of some of the most dangerous cyclones of the century, exploring their devastating impact, while also examining the indomitable spirit of those who endured them. We will also share some of the important causes leading to such cyclones, so stay tuned and watch till the end. Top on the list is Bhola, the Bay of Bengal's fury. It was November 1970 when a storm of unimaginable ferocity formed over the warm waters of the Bay of Bengal. Cyclone Bhola intensified with terrifying speed, becoming one of the most powerful storms ever recorded. On the evening of 12th of November, Bhola made landfall in East Pakistan, now Bangladesh. The storm surge, a wall of water driven by the cyclone's force, slammed into the low-lying coastal regions. Villages were swallowed whole, their inhabitants swept away by the relentless torrent. The official death toll stands at a staggering 500,000, but the true number may never be known. Entire families were wiped out, their bodies lost to the sea. The cyclone left behind a landscape of utter devastation. Homes were reduced to splintered wood and twisted metal. In the aftermath of the storm, cholera and typhoid spread rapidly, claiming even more lives. Cyclone Bhola remains a stark reminder of the destructive power of nature and the vulnerability of human life in the face of such overwhelming force. Next on the list is Haiyan, when fury met the Philippines. In November 2013, the world watched in horror as Typhoon Haiyan, known locally as Yolanda, tore through the Philippines. This monstrous storm brought with it winds of unimaginable fury, reaching speeds of over 195 miles per hour. Haiyan's impact was immediate and catastrophic. The storm surge, towering over 20 feet, ripped through coastal communities, crushing homes and tossing ships inland like toys. The city of Tacloban in Leyte province was among the hardest hit. The official death toll from Haiyan stands at over 6,300, but the true number may be much higher. Thousands remain missing, lost to the storm's wrath. The destruction was widespread and heartbreaking. Homes were reduced to rubble, businesses flattened, and infrastructure crippled. Despite the devastation, the Filipino people displayed remarkable resilience. Neighbors helped neighbors, sharing what little they had and working tirelessly to rebuild their shattered lives. Typhoon Haiyan stands as a grim reminder of nature's power and the importance of preparedness. Next, we are talking about Nargis, Myanmar's silent catastrophe. In May 2008, Cyclone Nargis slammed into the Irrawaddy Delta region of Myanmar, unleashing a torrent of wind and water that would leave a nation reeling. The storm, packing winds of up to 120 miles per hour, made landfall with devastating force, catching many off guard. The Irrawaddy Delta, a low-lying region crisscrossed by rivers and rice paddies, was particularly vulnerable to the storm surge. Villages were submerged beneath a wall of water, homes ripped from their foundations, and crops vital to the region's survival destroyed. The official death toll from Nargis stands at over 138,000, but the true number may never be known. Many bodies were swept out to sea, never to be recovered. The storm left behind a trail of unimaginable destruction. Homes were reduced to debris, infrastructure crippled, and livelihoods shattered. The international community responded with offers of aid, but the ruling junta's reluctance to allow full access hampered relief efforts. Cyclone Nargis serves as a stark reminder of the importance of disaster preparedness and the need for swift and coordinated relief efforts in the wake of such catastrophes. Next on the list is Katrina, America's costliest storm. In August 2005, Hurricane Katrina, a storm of monstrous proportions, churned across the Gulf of Mexico and made landfall along the US Gulf Coast. The storm surge breached levees, inundating New Orleans and leaving neighborhoods submerged. Winds exceeding 125 miles per hour reduced city blocks to rubble. Around 1,400 lives were lost, many swept away by floodwaters or trapped in their homes. Images of desperate residents stranded on rooftops and seeking refuge in the Superdome shocked the world. It is a story of profound loss, but also one of resilience, recovery, and the ongoing struggle to rebuild lives and communities. If you are liking the video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We now again move to Gorky, Bangladesh's test of resilience. In April 1991, Cyclone Gorky, with winds up to 146 miles per hour, slammed into Bangladesh. Gorky's impact was swift and merciless. The storm surge swallowed entire villages, transforming the landscape into a churning sea. The official death toll stands at 138,000. Entire families were wiped out, their homes reduced to splintered wood and twisted metal. Gorky's aftermath saw tremendous international support. It is a story of loss, resilience, and the enduring human spirit. Next on the list is Maria, Puerto Rico's unforgettable storm. In September 2017, Hurricane Maria, a storm of immense power and fury, tore through the Caribbean, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. For the island of Puerto Rico, a US territory home to over 3 million people, Maria's impact was catastrophic. Maria made landfall as a high-end Category 4 hurricane, packing winds of up to 155 miles per hour. The island's power grid was crippled, leaving millions without electricity for months. Homes were ripped apart, businesses destroyed, and infrastructure vital to everyday life, from hospitals to schools, lay in ruins. The official death toll from Maria in Puerto Rico stands at over 3,000, but the true number may be much higher due to indirect causes such as lack of access to medical care. The slow and uneven pace of recovery efforts, particularly in remote areas, fueled frustration and anger. Hurricane Maria stands as a stark reminder of the vulnerability of island nations to extreme weather events and the importance of resilient infrastructure and equitable disaster response. Next, we talk about Nina, China's deceptive fury. In August 1975, Typhoon Nina, initially not expected to pose a significant threat, underwent rapid intensification, transforming into a monster storm. Nina's impact was as unexpected as it was devastating. The storm, packing winds of up to 134 miles per hour, made landfall in China's Fujian province, but it was the ensuing deluge that would prove most catastrophic. The storm's remnants stalled over land, unleashing torrential rainfall that overwhelmed the Banqiao Dam, a structure believed to be indestructible. The dam's collapse unleashed a catastrophic flood, sending a wall of water surging through the countryside. The official death toll from Typhoon Nina, leading to famine and disease, and the subsequent dam collapse stands at over 229,000, but the true number may be still higher. Typhoon Nina stands as a stark reminder that even seemingly weak storms can pose significant threats, and that the forces of nature can be unpredictable and devastating. Now again, we come back to Bangladesh. In November 2007, as the Bay of Bengal churned with the fury of a brewing cyclone, the people of Bangladesh braced themselves for another encounter with nature's wrath. Cyclone Idai, a powerful storm packing winds of up to 160 miles per hour, was on a collision course with the country's southwestern coast. Idai made landfall with terrifying force, unleashing its fury on the low-lying coastal regions and the vast mangrove forests of the Sundarbans. The storm surge, a wall of water exceeding 15 feet, surged inland, swallowing villages, ripping apart homes, and leaving behind a trail of devastation. The official death toll from Idai stands at over 3,400 and may go up to 15,000. Thousands were left injured, homeless, and facing the daunting task of rebuilding their lives. Despite the devastation, the people of Bangladesh displayed remarkable resilience, drawing on their hard-won experience in coping with such disasters. Cyclone Idai stands as a reminder of the importance of early warning systems, disaster preparedness, and community resilience in mitigating the impact of such events. Next, we turn to America. In October 1998, Hurricane Mitch, a storm of extraordinary ferocity, emerged over the warm waters of the Caribbean Sea, setting its sights on Central America. Mitch's impact was both immediate and far-reaching. The storm, after rapidly intensifying into a monstrous Category 5 hurricane, stalled over the warm waters off the coast of Honduras, unleashing torrential rainfall that would prove far more destructive than its winds. For days, Mitch's relentless rains pounded Honduras, Nicaragua, and neighboring countries, triggering catastrophic flooding and landslides that swept away entire villages, buried homes under tons of mud, and reshaped the landscape. The official death toll from Hurricane Mitch is estimated at over 11,000, with thousands more missing and presumed dead. The storm's impact on Central America's infrastructure, economy, and psyche was profound. It stands as a stark reminder of the devastating impact of extreme rainfall events, leading to flooding and landslides in mountainous regions. And last in the list is Cyclone Idai. In March 2019, a storm of terrifying power slammed into the coast of Mozambique, unleashing a torrent of wind and water that would leave a nation reeling. Idai made landfall near the port city of Beira, packing winds of up to 109 miles per hour, but it was the ensuing deluge that would prove most catastrophic. The storm stalled over land, dumping months' worth of rain in a matter of days, triggering devastating floods and landslides that swept away homes, villages, and livelihoods. The official death toll from Cyclone Idai in Mozambique, Zimbabwe, and Malawi was over 1,000, but the true number may never be known. Hundreds of thousands were displaced, their homes destroyed, their lives upended. The storm's impact on Mozambique's infrastructure was catastrophic. Roads and bridges were washed away, cutting off access to affected areas and hampering relief efforts. Cyclone Idai stands as a stark reminder of the increasing vulnerability of developing nations to the impacts of climate change and the urgent need for investment in climate resilience and disaster preparedness. Now let's look at some of the reasons why cyclones happen. First is warm ocean water. Then there are factors like thunderstorm activity, Earth's rotation, trade winds, and finally, subtropical highs. We can't help but hope that these factors don't lead to cyclones. As we've journeyed through the stories of these devastating cyclones, we've witnessed the awesome power of nature and the profound impact it can have on human lives. From the Bay of Bengal to the Gulf Coast, the Caribbean to the South Pacific, these storms have left an indelible mark on our planet and its people. But amidst the destruction and despair, we've also witnessed the indomitable spirit of humanity. As our planet warms and the threat of extreme weather events intensifies, it is imperative that we learn from these past disasters. If you found this video insightful, please feel free to check out our other content on interesting topics and leave your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Until then, stay safe and keep traveling.